I just gonna check something. Okay, yeah, the audio should work there. Wait, we're in a void? This didn't feel very voidy. Are we in a void? I thought we were supposed to avoid the void. It ruins pizzas.
That's the Noid.
I know. I, don't- I was trying. I was trying and I was failing miserably.
No, I was just gonna. I don't know. I want to just go like, that's the Noid. You Noid.
Oh. Wish you could come up with a bunch of different things like that's annoyed. Oh, you mean the like oh, you mean da da da. No, that's oh no. Oh, you mean those robots that are that help you out, Luke Skywalker? No, those are droids. Oh, you're talking about the yeah. I just keep coming up with rhyming words.
You're talking about you're talking about the animal like mechas from back in the '90s. No, that's Zoids.
Yeah, Zoids.
No. You're talking about the mecha from Power Rangers.
Oh no! You're talking about the Good Feather brothers that were always on Animaniacs. No, those are Boyds. Okay, that was a stretch. Okay. All right, starting off in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. We are on episode. Okay, I didn't plan for that. I'm sorry. Drink of water. We are on episode 650 as I suddenly cough up my lung. And I'm your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. And the start and the last month of the year. I am Circuit Main. But it's not just me who's here to talk about ponies and all sorts of random shenanigans involved therein. We are joined by a wonderful group of panelists who will also be doing the same. Or at least there and abouts. We try to keep it lane on, but let's face it, the train we're on has no rails. Or clue. Or options. Or ideas. We're just kinda here. But we're enjoying it. We got DM21.
Man. And Sonic Crossworld, Racing Crossworld is 30% off. Ooh, Hearts of Iron 4 is for 70% off.
Huh.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah, it is. But it is kind of like Black Friday sales for a bunch of
Yeah.
things.
It's
Team
Cyber
Blade.
Monday.
But it's a little bit of it's the same thing really. And we got Textalion.
Hey.
We are also joined by Tokoi,
I break people's minds.
and also from the Otaku Ascended we have Suki.
Yeah, sure.
All right, and of course we are here to bring you the Brony community for this week, as I mentioned, and as I also mentioned, this is literally the day 1 of December. So, at this time, the Brony Show would like to officially lift the restrictions. The apple pie, the apple crumbles must be set to rest. The pumpkin pies put in the fridge. Turkeys have been eaten. Hams have been hammed away. Unless you're saving it for later, because it also works for Christmas. Because it is now the official winter holiday season. And now we will go ahead and allow to to decorate the tree, string up the lights. And also I want to remind everybody that we must celebrate this holiday by remembering the great icon of the holiday, the one thing that unites us all in love and friendship. We, of course, are talking about Fruitcake Man. We gotta remember. We always have to remember Fruitcake Man. He loves the children, but he feels nothing. Fruitcake Man, the icon of the holidays. A wonderful, wonderful creature. Not a human being. Half man, half fruitcake. Has anybody ever actually eaten a fruitcake? I got to throw that out there because it's kind of got me curious.
I don't think I've ever had a
have
proper
one,
fruitcake.
but it would have been.
Yeah,
kinda
see,
like
no,
not knowing it was fruitcake.
nobody has anybody actually had one. I am actually genuinely curious now because that's kind of funny, isn't it?
I think I had one when I was a little kid, but I can't quite remember it.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing for me too. Is that it's like I think if I did it, maybe it was like one time when one of my grandparents maybe got one.
Yeah,
At some point, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just it dawned on me a few years ago. Like I never that I can recall ever had a fruitcake, and I kind of want to actually make a traditional one and try it out. Not the store-bought ones, not those bricks that they give you and they call it fruitcake. That's about as much of a fruitcake as the freaking weird cake the hostess cakes are to actual cakes. They are not. Let's face it.
Again, it's one of those things of I think as a culture we've been not conditioned but advertised that fruitcakes are bad. Okay.
Well, I mean, as a culture, they get knocked on, but it's kind of I think it's also because, admittedly, if you buy them from the store, they tend to be pretty bad. But I don't know. I actually do not know. So that's something I want to. Now that I'm actually talking more about it, I'm gonna have to look into that this year. I want to make a fruitcake, and I actually want to try a real fruitcake. But anyway, Fruitcake Man.
One for Christmas years ago.
Celebrate the
I
Fruitcake
don't remember
Man.
what it tasted like, but people said it's overly sweet.
It does tend to be overly sweet because I mean they put a bunch of dried fruits in it. I believe. At least I believe that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know.
Candied fruits, I believe.
They've only were seen. In all honesty, the negativity around fruitcakes was mostly around like sitcoms and cartoons from the '90s. Like me and Suki would probably be a little more familiar with it. It was like the common punchline that you would get the annual fruitcake that was actually the same one that they've had for 10 years that they keep giving to somebody else or they use it as a
A couple
doorstop.
of shows. The Red Green Show used them to fill in potholes.
Yeah, they just make jokes about how terrible it is, but
Yeah, like I mean, there's that. I mean, there are communities that do joke competitions with it too. Like there's literally, I know there's a town in America somewhere where there's literally a fruitcake throwing competition.
yeah. So now it's got me intensely curious. I'm gonna Coal Dust. I might need your help on this one a little bit. You tend to know baking better than I do.
Earliest recipe from ancient Rome lists pomegranate seeds, pine nuts, and raisins.
That doesn't sound
Mixed
too
into
bad.
a barley mash.
That doesn't sound too
I
bad.
may have to
really.
look for a keto version of that.
Yeah, actually.
yeah.
Hold on, Kelsakai. One that is actually a really awesome deal for 2 digital games that really, really, really need to get distributed anywhere else but the 360. So yeah, if you have, I'm not gonna get an Xbox anytime soon. Let's face it, but I do have the physical copies. But yes, Kelsakai, that was Rocco's Modern Life. That was he got it nailed on the head. That was Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah.
Let's see.
I
Okay.
remember that art style very well because Powdered Toast Man was from Ren and Stimpy, but I knew that Fruitcake Man wasn't from there because I watched it a little bit a few months back with a few of my friends. So, yeah, the only one I could think of was Rocco's Modern Life when I saw Fruitcake Man.
Huh.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so let's see. In Australia, fruitcake is consumed throughout the year, most commonly at Christmas. Available at most major retail outlets.
Huh.
Let's see. The Bahamas, not only is fruitcake drenched with rum, that makes sense,
Yeah.
but the ingredients are as well. All of the candied fruits, walnuts, and raisins are placed in enclosed containers soaked with darkest variety of rum, anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months in advance.
Oof.
Why couldn't we get
Let's
that
see.
version?
Because we live in
Rum,
America, and I live.
and once it's finished baking, rum is poured onto it while it's still hot. Well, that's a common thing with a lot of cakes actually.
Yeah.
That you'll soak it in a liquor when it's while your cake is still hot because it absorbs it fat more. Bulgaria fruitcake is known as keks, homemade and it's made throughout the year. Okay. Canada fruitcake is commonly eaten during the Christmas season, of course. Rarely is it eaten during time. Canadian fruitcake is similar to the UK version, however, there is rarely icing on the cake. I think the UK version maybe has icing usually on it.
Huh.
Alcohol is not commonly put into the Christmas cakes that are sold. Okay, shaped like a small loaf of bread, often covered in marzipan. Okay.
Interesting.
Chile, pan de Pascua is a fruitcake traditionally eaten. France, okay, is called cake au fruit confit. Oh yeah. Germany, you've got Stollen, which is kind of more of a bread than a fruit cake. Really. Apparently India has a version. Ireland has a version. Oh, Italy with the panettone. Panettone. I think I've seen that. New Zealand, Poland, Portugal. Yeah, it's sort.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I found it. I found a way I could get a fruitcake without having to make it myself. Apparently there is actually a pastry cottage that is nearby me that has a bunch of holiday goodies, and fruitcake is one of the things.
Yeah.
And they're
Let's
serious too, because they even have have handmade Grinch sugar cookies, Yule logs, and even stolen bread.
Okay, so the last two things I'm going to say on this, and I'll drop it.
Yeah.
In the United States, fruitcake has become a ridiculed dessert, in part due to inexpensive mass-produced cakes of questionable age.
There we go.
Some attribute the beginning of this trend to the Tonight Show host Johnny Carson. He would joke that there's really only one fruitcake in the world, passed from family to family. After Carson's death, the tradition continued with the fruitcake lady, who made appearances on the show and offered her fruitcake opinions. In fact, the fruitcake had been butt of jokes on television programs such as Father Knows Best and The Donna Reed Show years before The Tonight Show debuted. Okay. Appears to be first become a vilified confection in the early 20th century, as evidenced by Warner Brothers cartoons.
There it is that.
Yeah, it's also been used as derogatory term for... Oh.
Okay.
Okay, no. They only say considered weak, strange, or insane. That's all they said here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the insane one, yes, I have. Yeah, dude, I've definitely heard that one.
True.
Oh, yeah,
if you're not shy of a fruitcake.
Get out of my store, you fruitcake.
Yep.
Since back then in the day was to crazy people. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's what I was talking about earlier too. Since 1995, Manitou Springs, Colorado, has hosted the Great Fruitcake Toss on the first Saturday of every January. Les Lewis of the Manitou Springs Chamber of Commerce said they encourage the use of recycled fruitcakes. The all-time Great Fruitcake Toss record is 1,420 feet. Set in January 2007 by a group of 8 Boeing engineers who built the Omega 380, a mock artillery piece fueled by compressed air, pumped by an exercise bike.
Okay, this is great.
Wants to know their location.
All right. Okay, let's we were radically off track here. So everybody, we do welcome the holidays, and of course, we are to celebrate the holidays. We're going to talk about things that happened last month. For today's show, we are going to be talking about Ponyville Cider Fest. But before we do that, of course, I am trying to finish off the last of my holiday goodies, which included a Canadian whiskey that was blended with apple. So it's like an apple whiskey. I currently have the last of it in a nice little Ponies Online flute glass. Well, not flute glass, sipping glass here. That is probably about 4 ounces of it and a lot of ice. Because I'm not stupid enough to drink it straight.
Yeah, I heard tell from a lot of people that you made good mead this year.
Apparently. But we'll get into that. That is going to be part of the Cider Fest chat. What I would like to do is open up our floor, even though we kind of already opened it up already, but open it up a little bit more and talk a little bit about some WUB. And of course, we'd like to do all of that with a little bit of What's Up, Brony. So I want to ask all of you, as we do every time we start up the show, what's up, Bronies?
Right after my oil change, I had to get new tires. So that's a little over $1,000 down the drain, and I have two shower faucets leaking, which means I have to get those fixed too.
Bummer about the tires. Shower faucets. Funny enough, I actually replaced my shower head recently, not because it was leaking, but I went into Costco, and actually I do got a story about that. That's kind of weird, but went to Costco, and yes, I did this the day before Thanksgiving. Dumb idea. But I ran across a display that they had with a bunch of shower heads for cheap, and I figured, you know what? I'm already here. This says it's easy enough. It's like $30. I'm just going to go grab one and try it and get it done. And
no, the shower head's not the problem. It's the faucet, and guess what? You can barely find any good two-handle faucets. They've all gone to the one handle.
Really? Huh.
Well, it's because the one handle supposedly helps prevent scalding, but that's another topic for another day.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I might have to go online for those. That kind of sucks though. I feel for you. But yeah, the thing about the Costco though, this is the weird thing. When I got home and I took off my shoes, literally a couple of hours later, a horrible pain started to encompass the entire left side of right side, the ball side of my left foot. And it was really, really bad. The kind where I was feeling it all throughout the night, could not sleep very well. Thursday, I could barely move. Thanksgiving Day, I was hobbling around my house without being able to move all that much. And it sucked. And it's been slowly going down, but I have no idea what happened. The best guess I have is I might have whacked my foot really, really hard and not noticed it, and it took a while for it to kick in. But that's the only thing I can think of. It was the weirdest thing. It kind of looks like a rash. It kind of feels and looked like a rash near the end. So, I don't know. It had me freaking out for a bit, I'll tell you that much. But, yeah, no, it's so wild. But other than that, I really don't have anything else. Thanksgiving was fine. I went to all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. There's something funny about having a carvable ham and a turkey you can piece out right next to fried rice and cheese wontons. But it was there. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Today was the first day after getting back from cider that I've actually had a break. I had Thanksgiving at work, but it was only for like 3 hours, so it wasn't that bad. Beforehand, I thought ahead and went, you know what? I'm here. I have a Walmart. I'm going to get some pumpkin pie and some cheesecake. And people said thank you for bringing these items, because apparently I was the only one that did it. Other than that, it's just been working, tiresome, it's cold, and then today.
Fair enough. All right, anybody else have any other quick What's Up Brony to throw out there before we go ahead and dig right into the news? News in it. Oh, sorry.
We might have... We don't know yet, but we might have to, due to money changes in our finances, we might have to move to a cheaper place this year.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you already have to do that recently?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not set in stone. We're gonna see the numbers, and if not this year, then next year.
Oh, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. That really does suck.
I meant the coming year, and then the next year. You know what I mean, 2026 or 2027.
Right. I mean, if you had to do it this year, God, I wouldn't. That would be terrible. But yeah, it would be very short-sighted.
Yeah.
But this still sucks either way. I really I hope good things for you on that one. That's rough.
Me too. But we're still in talks of how we're gonna do this if we're not moving next year.
Well, let's go ahead and go on to some brighter news here. Let's do a little bit of What's Up Brony going on. And of course, we already did that. We're going to talk about pony stuff. Starting off, of course, we're going to talk about the next convention that's coming up, which is the Heartswarming Club. This, of course, is the pony convention that is happening in Ithaca in just a few days. which is really exciting. But it's also kind of sucks because there's no way I'm gonna be I'd be able to attend. But I would love to go to like a pony or any kind of convention that's during the holiday months. There's just something fun about something like that. I think that'd be really cool. But unfortunately, all I can do is just talk about it. So we are going to talk about it. Heartswarming Club, of course, is a pony convention. It's a smaller one, but it looks like it'll be a lot of fun over in Ithaca, New York. And I already talked to some people that are apparently going to be vending over there. So they were at Ciderfest, and they have to literally get quickly set up and then make tracks over to Ithaca for this. So I give them all the luck there. They're going to need a lot. It's going to take a little bit of work to do that, but you know, hoping the best. But it looks like a lot of fun. So I wanted to give that a shout out. Along with that, of course, in a couple of weeks from now, there is a awesome little convention that anybody can go to. That is, of course, the Rave of the House of Bells.
It is the 13th and the 14th.
Yep.
If I'm reading this right.
It is absolutely the 13th and the 14th. This is the online music, basically a music rave party that anybody online can enjoy throughout the entire afternoon and evening of both the 13th and the 14th. There, you got all of the different music acts there. You can see all of the different people that are going to be performing. And along with that, I believe that recently they announced that the not the itch.io, what was it? Tiltify. Their Tiltify campaign has just opened up for the month for the charity event for the convention.
Project Purple, which I believe is a cancer research thing.
Okay, I swear this thing is... Okay, yeah, this thing is messing with me at this point. Alright. So I was trying to get it up in a separate thing here, and it's just like, no. Here we go, okay. So yeah, they do have the Winter Rave, for Project Purple. So yeah, if you already want to donate now, you have more than the ability to do so. Of course, I believe that a lot of donations are going to be happening during the concert itself. But feel free to promote it or let people know or donate yourself if you want. The donations have started, and I believe they will be going all throughout the month.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's an awesome little thing going on there. And after that, unfortunately, the PonyCon countdown is not updating all that much anymore. I don't know if they're having issues, if they just decided to drop it. There's questions, unfortunately. But it does mean that we are going to have to start doing a little bit of legwork. I'm terrified. I'm actually going to have to put work in.
At the very least, we know that the Brony convention up in Canada, which I forget the name of at the moment,
which is why I was doing the work, as I said. Vancouver, the Vancouver Pony Expo with Ponybius. That's right, the mythical arcade game that came and went and apparently abducted minds and bodies or all sorts of weird stuff. But it's going to be happening right at the beginning of January 9th to the 11th over at the Executive Hotel at Vancouver Airport. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a great, fun time. They are starting to get prepped up. I'm excited to see what happens with that. And, of course, the next month after that is going to be HarmonyCon over at Hyatt Regency in Dallas on the 13th to the 15th. I do have plans on going. I haven't bought my plane tickets because I'm an idiot, but I should be hopefully rectifying that as soon as I get my house payment in this week. Because I want to make sure I still have a roof over my head before I start getting plane tickets for HarmonyCon. Because it's important. But yes, HarmonyCon, I do have plans on going, and it looks like it's going to be a fun-filled time of cyber tech.
Yep. Now I have to think and go, okay, do I make more cosplay stuff for other friends, or do I just stick with what I got?
Honestly, I'm going hands-off on this one. I'm not even sure if I'm going to bring silly stickers or anything. I'm just going to enjoy the crap out of myself here.
Yeah, a relaxation after all the craziness you do for Cider is probably a good thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not even going to be bringing mead, unfortunately. Which I'm pretty sure much to the chagrin, but anyway.
Oh, good.
Well, I'll get it figured out over time. I mean, I might change my mind because it's still a couple of months away. Anyway, just getting that thrown out there. And that is it for the convention scene. Let's go ahead and talk about news because we got 2 weeks worth of news. Now, who wants a reason to spend money? Well, too bad I'm going to give it to you anyway. So, this is much to my chagrin because I already bought all of this stuff. So
the Humble Bundle?
Yes, the Humble Bundle. So, apparently there was a recent team up between Humble Bundle and Renegade Game Studio, and they have put up the My Little Pony deck builder card game for sale over Humble Bundle. Physical copies, I might add. These are physical copies.
Oh, damn.
So you can get the core game set, 3 expansions, and 2 meeple packs. And it's $30. You only have to spend $30 to get all of it.
Or you can pay more to get more and more stuff that comes with it.
No, you don't get anything extra.
Okay.
$30 is literally the as much as you need. No more, no less.
Okay, because they kind of did that with some of the manga I bought from Humble Bundle a few weeks before this.
Oh yeah, no, they did do that with some of the bundle. They did do that with some bundles, but they usually tell you what the maximum amount you need to donate is to get everything. And this one,
yeah,
it's just the $30, and you get all 6 of these. Each of these things alone is almost $30. This pissed me off because it would have been so much cheaper than me getting them on release.
But
that was years ago at this point.
It was a year or 2 ago, so yeah.
If only I had a Brony friends I could play these with, I would actually consider getting them.
Well,
the deck builders, yeah, mainly stuff.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, you could always find friends in the future. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna. But yeah, these have been out for quite a while. I'm trying to find the website here. Please bear with.
I'm just being realistic. I don't know how many bronies are actually living in my city.
Oh no, I get that. But yeah, if you bring up the main site here, you can already see like the initial game, $45. The core set is $45. The entire core set is more expensive, but just by itself from Renegade Game Studios, than getting it here at the Humble Bundle. And each of the expansions are easily the same price. $30 for that. $30 for that. It is honestly very amazing. And so if I don't know if you don't have friends, but you may end up having friends at some point, or maybe you just want to have it for your own collection purposes. There could be millions of reasons why you want this. I highly recommend going after it. I mean, why not? Especially $30 and a little bit of shipping, and you have all of that pony stuff that could come to, especially if you go to conventions later or something like that. You never know. It's an awesome deal. It's a really awesome deal. I had to get the shout out. As much as I'm annoyed by it, I think this is awesome. Especially since it's physical cards, actual physical products. It's not just a digital tabletop thing. Anyway, wanted to shout that out. Let's go ahead and move on to other news. So, who wants to see another fanzine?
I mean, let's go for it.
Well, the Shimmer Zine has been released. This is a fanzine based all around Sunset Shimmer. So you have 2 different ways of viewing it. You can view it from the website itself, or you can actually download it. I have a copy downloaded because I'm paranoid. But yeah, this is an awesome little fanzine. It's got art from people that love Sunset Shimmer, a few stories, just all sorts of wonderful, amazing little pieces of work, all to celebrate Sunset Shimmer. And all for free. You can literally just pull this up and enjoy it right now. That is really freaking awesome. I absolutely love stuff like this. It looks like it gets a little violent, though, so yeah, be prepared for that.
It's a fanzine about a character who has gone through trauma.
Yeah.
I can imagine violence would be a part of it, either her or others.
Yeah.
Yeah, her unintended victims.
But yeah, I recommend checking it out. I'd say absolutely check it out, especially if you're a Sunset Shimmer fan. It's really awesome, and you can even see some of the great artists, writers, and everybody else that helped create this. It's really, really sweet. It's awesome to see an awesome project like this. I absolutely love it.
Indeed.
All right.
It shows that the fandom is still alive and well.
Yep. Next, speaking of alive and
Oh no! What have you done?
I didn't do anything. Apparently, I was let's just say I'm really glad I downloaded this. So, I was going to announce a new Tamers animation of a huge fight breaks out at the Chuck E. Cheese. It apparently got removed.
Oh my goodness.
The funny thing is, I actually did download this yesterday, so it was a recent removal. Apparently, I got lucky.
I wonder if he's gonna get it back on.
No, if it got removed like that, I don't know if it can get back, or if it's worth getting it back. Sometimes it's YouTube; they're strange.
Well, here's the thing. It'll probably be uploaded on another thing.
Oh,
but
it probably has already been uploaded.
On the archive, probably as well.
Well, I'm sure Pony Archive probably already is on top of it. Yep, we already got a re-upload from Walking on Sunshine. So, yeah, if you really want to check it, you can still check it out on YouTube. You just have to search the name for it. Okay, I'm so sorry. We're just gonna be all over the place today, aren't we? So I was able to pull it up, but I also pulled up so many videos of people fighting in the Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, this is
Oh
Oh my
no!
god.
No!
That
this is
face
so-
tattoo is not
No!
good.
Oh
No!
my! Oh my! Oh my!
The hell?
Oh god!
What is wrong with you people?
I love the internet.
Why is the animated show
Uh,
so much,
and-
not as bad as actual fighting?
because people suck. Anyway,
You really want to see people suck?
anyway,
check out
let's get back on track of this. But as you know, it's Tamers. It's exactly what you expect from Tamer. It's exactly what you expect from Tamers. You know the humor. You know what's going to be happening. You know all this stuff. It's been re-uploaded on a couple of different archive sites already. So if you search it up, you are going to be able to find it. So do be sure to check it out at least. Have a little fun. Especially if you like this stuff. If you don't, obviously don't. If you do, all the power to you. Okay, there.
Why is Sparky like that? I know it's Tamus, but why?
That's why I walked away. There are sometimes you just gotta walk away.
There's some stuff that we do not need to mess with.
Next, let's talk about Caillou, who has released more box sets in English here. Of course, we have the Friendship Eternal Cards Rainbow Edition English series that has been released. These are in English. I'm going to say that right now. I want all of this. Just get. It feels like it's a little too
Give
early.
me that rarity.
Want that rarity? No. But yeah, these are English releases that are coming up from Crossing. I believe they're the same people that did the other release. And along with
These
that,
cards are gorgeous.
we also got the Fun Moments releases. not as many things to see with this one. Though there's something funny about seeing the G4 characters seeing early My Little Pony art on a cave wall.
Pinky doesn't look surprised at all.
But yeah, honestly, this isn't so bad. These are for 12 packs, and actually, if I'm reading this right, apparently these are for 12 packs.
Okay.
Which 12 packs for $24. That is actually not so bad at all. And $40 for 12 packs for 20 packs of this one. Dang it! I actually might throw some money at this. This actually, okay, I got my interest. This got my interest all of a sudden.
Wow.
Anyway,
I wonder if I could bounce on this year, but then again, I'm saving up for something else. Damn it!
Welcome to my world. Trust me, I feel it. Anyway, that is something for your merchandise pleasure. Now, funny, we are going to mention this, but we're probably not going to talk too much about it because that is the topic for later. Apparently, there was a news station that actually covered Ponyville Cider Fest. Actually, 2 news stations, if I recall.
And apparently, Circuit's in one of these.
I kind of am in one of them. You don't see my face, but once I did something I had with me is very visible, and they took a picture of it.
Chuckle.
But yeah, they actually did have a news organization running around checking it out. And yeah, these were the ciders that we got to test at the cider tasting too, which was really, really cool. But it's kind of fun actually having somebody showing up and being really positive about the whole thing. Just like, these are the dregs of society that is causing us to collapse. It's like, no, these are just, these are people that are passionate. They're having fun with this. It's like, you know what? I love that. I respect that.
That suit was a common thing around.
Yeah. Anyway, do check it. I do recommend checking it out. It's fun. It's a fun little news article. They actually have a full version of this. I don't know why they grabbed the TikTok version here, but they have a full news one too. Anyway, we're gonna go. It's in the link. It's in the news. Speaking of, yeah. Oh, I thought we had another one. Hold on.
Hold on.
We did have another one. For some reason, it's got mixed up. Yeah. But speaking of interesting viewpoint of bronies, apparently Jimmy Kimmel Live apparently referenced bronies this time too. Granted, yeah, it's Jimmy Kimmel, so it was not exactly the most flattering of lights, let's face it.
As to be expected.
Yeah. But yeah, it basically just did the caricature showing off there. In any case, yeah, apparently bronies are entering the social consciousness again. Go figure, right?
In all honesty, that's not a bad con outfit.
What the hell? Of course, I'll be. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah. Also, really quick, a China food group called Senior Foods has released Pony and Food. Okay, I have no idea. Fine. All right. So, in order to actually to properly inform on this, because I'm being lazy, but I don't want to be that lazy, because I love you guys. Let's see what Translate tells me. Okay.
Is it not translating for you, Circuit?
No, not exactly. The Fluttershy one, it translated it to Ground Zero.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's just like, it is a translate. Yeah, it's still calling it Ground Zero. Versatile Crystal Mini Tangwan. Xiaoxi is also happy. Mini gelatinous rice balls. What? Okay, this looks more like it. Marbury fruit and vegetable steamed buns with the strawberry flavor. My Little Pony fruit and vegetable steamed buns with banana flavor. Okay, the Fluttershy one actually sounds reasonable. Why do they call it Ground Zero? Is that what this thing?
Probably a translation error.
Explosive wave. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting. I mean, it's a translation app. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be getting out of. Fluttershy Ground Zero, everybody, run! But yeah,
He is the start of everything.
But again, looks like a lot of little snacky foods, which is awesome looking. And we'll never see him here. But they also got little collectibles, tote bags, stickers, tickets, badges, bookmarks, all that. Anyway, here's a nice little thing. Pony's Anthology 8 has released. They said it couldn't be done, but it has been done. Anthologies 8 is real. And this is all we're going to talk about it.
I actually watched it last week. A lot of shit happened in between the making of this. I'm amazed it actually got released as soon as it did.
Well, I mean, I imagine there were some issues, but considering they put themselves on a time limit, they probably were able to push through. Still, I can't imagine the crap they did go through to make it happen, but I'm so glad they did. And we are going to see and comment on this, but that won't be until next week. So this is your official warning. We will be talking about Anthology 8, and we will be talking over it as it's happening next week. So you have 1 week to enjoy it for yourself without us being ourselves over it.
Okay, and just for perspective...
Yeah, go ahead.
Anthology 7, not counting all the other ones that they did just as, poking fun at it, was 2019.
I think the best thing is the last full numbered anthology instead of just a decimal point. But yeah, fair point. Still,
just as a thing, they did not want to do 8, but I also got a button from one of the people that had like the Kingdom Hearts thing for Anthology 8.
Yeah, no, they had a really awesome Kingdom Hearts motif, which I'll get to that later, of course. Let's get last thing here.
And they included a cool Persona motif, which I won't spoil when it'll appear.
Yeah. And here's one that kind of came out of nowhere, and I thought this was really cool, but it's too long to put into our video section. An animatic fanfic has been released. I don't know if this is the full animatic or if they are... I mean, it might be the full animatic, because it's 50 minutes long.
Damn!
This is a 50-minute thing, and it is not in English, so you do have to put it into subtitles if you want to understand it. But yeah, it's a full-on fanfic story in animatic form. A lot of it is kind of sketchy-ish, probably had some ideas of how they wanted it to go. But it is still really awesome to see this amount of work and how amazing it is, and well worth a check out.
Also, it's a good thing for us in the English-speaking, world to see that this fandom is not just what we perceive it to be.
We've been talking about nothing but Chinese cards and food for the last year and a half. I think we broke that barrier long ago.
You would think, but there are still some idiots.
We're going to move on here. I'm not getting into this topic. I'm tired of this conversation. All right, and for the last...
I don't continue it further.
Yeah. I am altering the conversation. Pray I don't alter it further. But
you say that as Watchdog parody comes up.
That doesn't even... We're moving on. To wrap it all up, though, we are still in the month of giving. Well, the season of giving. So I want to shout out some more vendors that are out there with awesome pony stuff to pick up and enjoy, or for either yourself or to give as gifts. And this time I'm doing a bit of a shout out to the familiar ones that we tend to talk about, but we're also at Ciderfest this year, so I figured it is a good time to yell them out. Of course, we're going to start off with Ticket Cutie, who does a lot of they do a lot of amazing different pieces of art, but they have Pony as well. But they also do anime, and I mean they do a lot of other things, not just they got their own collection of stuff and Sonic stuff apparently. But they also have Pony, so we're just going to talk about the Pony stuff. But they have some awesome keychains. These are actually really awesome keychains. They have fingerboards. I've seen them for a while, but they're still really cool. Plenty of fun shirts, pins, face masks. They still got some cool face masks going on. Warning labels. The warning labels are hilarious. I mean, it basically feels like me. I mean, freaking Twilight Sparkle is like my life right there. Just anxiety. That's the only warning you need from me, anxiety. And I just realized one very important thing in all of this, and I do apologize to people. I didn't have this in our official news setup, so we can see our chatters. So I'm going to get that fixed immediately, because I love our chatters. All right. Oh, I see. That's what it did. Okay. What? Stop. Alright, give me a quick second here. Sorry. Just gotta fix something here real fast. Hello, chatters. Sorry. I am so sorry. I completely missed that out. But yeah, anxiety. So yeah, awesome merch that is over at Techie Cutie. I highly recommend checking them out. They've been doing a lot of Pony merch since I think even early before BronyCon, but they still have some really great stuff that still pops up here and there, and they still make new stuff even now. Not all of it is here though. They have some really awesome tumblers, pin banners, and things like that over at their booth. They just don't have them here. Sonic, I actually did see everything that you were posting in the chat, so you don't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, nobody else was seeing everything you were seeing in the chat, which I do apologize.
I was switching between Twitch and Discord because there was no Discord feed.
You know, you gotta tell me these things. I'm trying my absolute best, but I don't. I'm trying to.
Sometimes I don't know when to bring that up. This is one of those nights.
I think I'm gonna just need to get a checklist of things at this point. I really do need to do it. Okay. Anyway, pins. Awesome pins. And stickers and badges and all that stuff. It's all here.
Lanyards and just good stuff. Buy Tech Cutie stuff. They make good stuff.
Alright. The person that we want to shout out, of course, is Sky Railroad.
Sky is also awesome.
Sky, yeah, he's almost at every single convention, a Pony convention I ever go to, and even some other conventions that aren't Pony, but he's at a lot of them. And of course, he does have a lot of different merchandise, not just conventions. He has been branching into cartoons and, of course, the furry scene. But he still has an awesome little Pony setup there. A lot of awesome face masks. Got shirts, really awesome shirts. I really love these shirts. I mean, that's how I got the Stary Bell shirt. This is such an awesome shirt. Got the cocktail car collection, dockies, charms, printed ID cards. You can even get it custom made. Wall scrolls, spices.
Oh, Prance core deck.
Yeah, he's the guy that does the Prance stuff. He's got so much Prance on him. But yeah, the homemade spices and seasonings, this stuff is amazing. I can't tell you how many times I've used the spices in some of my cooking, and they've really taken it up a notch. Really, really, really awesome stuff. Oh wow, he does custom cars now too. Oh, and the toilet paper cozy. You can't forget the toilet paper cozy.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's got a great mix of really awesome merch and silly merch, and I love all of it. But yeah, I highly recommend checking them out. I can always recommend checking them out. Really awesome stuff. And I will put the vendors in the show notes as soon as we're done talking about them. I do apologize. I literally pulled them up as I was trying to quickly get the show notes done last night. And of course, if you see Sky Railroad, you tend to see My Little Ties with him. And of course, he has his own store here as well. And it has really kind of fashionable stuff. Bifold wallets that look really cool. Ties, really awesome ties. Bottle openers. I actually have one of these on my keychain even now because you never know when you need one.
Indeed.
Get pins, magnets, shot glasses, pins, luggage tags. He is everywhere. He has so much different random stuff. You'd be hard pressed to come in here and not find something you wouldn't be interested in. Really hard pressed. I could absolutely recommend checking out his stuff anytime. Ooh, he's even got wax seal stamps.
Are those customizable?
I don't know if they're customizable, but they might be. He's got so many of them that I figure that you might be able to negotiate something with him for it. But yeah, the ties, bow ties, regular ties, pins. Just a lot of really awesome stuff. A lot of it really dapper too. 100% can always recommend it. It's really awesome stuff. Always willing to shout it out. Always love checking out his booth every time I go to a convention. Because it seems like he always has something different every single time I go. Doesn't matter how long it's been. And finally, one that admitted I love their stuff, but I never knew that they had a website until recently, though I really hope they did. Afro Thunder, who is known for big pony badges, buttons. Big pony buttons. Oh
dear God, those are huge.
These are big. They are the size of your hand. And they get...
DMC is gonna love this.
You know, I'm half tempted to get the crazy conductor for Cole.
If he doesn't have one already, yeah. But they have some awesome buttons, and it's not large. A part of them is somebody is best pony, Nightmare Rarity is best pony, Little Pip is best pony, Bulk Biceps is best pony, Flash Sentry is best pony. Anyone you could think of, and of course the funny thing is Gummy is best existentialist. Yeah, so they did change them up if they aren't exactly pony. But they have awesome buttons with best pony. They have some great little lenticular prints. They got Dakimakura buttons. I thought these were really cool. I mean, you can't have a pillow. You can just have a pin to put on instead. And they also have prints. Oh wow! Actually, I didn't see the bag initially. Oh no, it's a turbo bag of chunk.
Nice.
Oh, the bag contains every single button they have ever made. 150 different buttons. If you just want to go all out.
375 divided by 150.
And the bag. Don't forget the bag.
Okay, so factor in the bag. Okay, god dang, that's a lot of money, but damn it, you would have a weapon.
Anyway, you get some also some really fun prints. You get some mugshot badges. You
know, the funniest thing is Twilight writing an F-bomb.
Actually, the thing is, you can get a really small one. I actually have the small version on my wall here, but you can also get an 11 by 14 inch one if you really want to go nuts. And they also have a rarity one too.
Oh, Equestria with love.
And I think they actually introduced a Fluttershy one recently that might pop up here.
I love the Animaniacs with Discord and
yeah. They have some really amazing art. I absolutely love the buttons. They're also
Bugs Bunny joke.
They're an awesome person too. And the best part is they even have the variants of the characters. You have 3 different versions of Twilight Sparkle. You have the princess, the winged, and the non-winged. You have two different versions of Spike. If there has been an alteration in a character at some point, they're going to have alterations in the button. They are going to have different buttons for each of them. I think the only thing they don't have is G5 character. Wait, no, I think they have G5. Yeah, I think they do. Let me think. It would be Series 2. It would be. Let's go Series 6. Let's see. On Blaze. Paper Trail. No. Okay, let's try 7 then.
G5.
Oh no. Okay, what about 5? Okay. Alright, I know they have G5 in here. Because I literally have one of Izzy. I have one of Izzy that's on my badge wall. My button wall. So they do have G5 in here, I just don't know where they are. But yes, so I absolutely recommend checking out their stuff too. A lot of great products, a lot of great merch. All of these are great vendors, have some great stuff. I wholeheartedly recommend them. They will be in the show notes, I promise you. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into the next segment because we've been taking quite a long time and we need to get into the next part. That is our content creation with our challenge of the week. And this was a 2-week ago challenge. But every week we prompt you out there to give us a random prompt, a random inspiration prompt. And from there we create many things. We can create art, we can create music, we can write a story, we could do an animation, we can maybe make a cupcake based off of the story for some reason. We have many different ways of doing it. But we take those prompts and we create based on your suggestion. And our challenge for 2 weeks ago was Persona. However you interpreted that is up to you. But we also had a protest initiative challenge.
Yes, the protest initiative. Do I know it this week? I actually don't know if I do. Yes, I do. Wait, no, I don't. That's right, because it's a carryover, because last week I was streaming.
Yep, and the week before that, I don't know if you were available, because I don't think this was one you would have prompted normally.
I didn't prompt this one.
Really?
What was it?
I'm pretty sure Cole prompted this one.
What was it?
Was it Desert Bus or?
Hang on. Wait. Hang on.
No,
Looking.
Yeah, this was the 17th. It is in the announcements.
Announcements. 17th. Here we go. The protest initiative challenge this week was at everyone, not an equestrian jackbox is live now with 2 exclamation points.
Well, that sounds like an exciting challenge prompt. Maybe a little long-winded though.
Oh, it was just Desert Bus. It was actually. Huh.
Which is why I wasn't sure if it was you that gave that prompt or CMC, because I know CMC
Maybe...
was talking about it, but...
I would have come up with something silly.
Maybe it was, because Desert Bus is a video game that exists.
Oh, well, there's that too. So, anyway, I didn't have I keep saying this, but I basically drew this at work when I had about a couple hours to spare, and I'm trying to get more confident in my strokes. So my challenge on this one was to not keep control-zing or basically undoing every time I draw a line. It was really hard. Oh my god. I kept drawing a line like, no, that's not right. No, stop. I kept having to fight myself on it. It sucks. But I persevered. Then I did a quick slapdash of coloring. And then I made this.
God damn.
Circuit main with the bus persona. The desert bus persona.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Possessed.
Perfection.
I would have written something for this, but I was way busier and things did not work out well in the past 2 weeks with everything that's been going on my end.
I get that. But yeah, no, this one I had a hard time coming up with something, and I got the sketch out really, really fast. And then I tried to line it, and I realized, oh god, the bus was so misshapen. But at the same time, it's supposed to be a persona, and those things never
They are
look
never
right.
correct with what they are. They are very much stylized.
Yeah. So I just ran with it. It still doesn't look too bad altogether at the end, but there's still some parts I'm just like, oh god.
Got it. The bus is a banana shape.
Well, it was just kind of like
It
kind
stands
of,
on its hind wheels and curves.
You know what? We'll go with that. Sure, why not? But we also had Tokoi that brought up his own prompt.
I had the victory screen and just the bus driving away from it.
It looks
Nice.
I kind of see where you're going with it, but it kind of looks like you're just having a heart attack in the background while you're driving the bus.
Yeah, that squiggle in the back. Maybe you should have made it smaller so it would have been more noticeable, or maybe even have it in the other window instead.
No, I think it's just because it's a red line. If I recall, the victory, if I recall, the victory screen was a red background with black
Black bus, yeah, the Mona.
No, it was black grounding and a white line
Black grounding.
separating.
Nope,
things.
it was
Oh,
red.
yeah.
Was it?
Yep, it was red.
You know, give me a quick second.
It was red with black shadowy shades.
Thank you, Internet. It's because of you. I don't have to remember squat.
Personified victory screen.
Kinda. Okay. All right. Yeah. You're right. It's a black background with a red line. The only thing the thing I can think of is that the line tends to be a lot more jagged and varied in shape. I think maybe that's why it's not quite grabbing.
Yeah.
This
Other than
just
the fact
looks
that I
like
did
the
this in
square
less than
root
30
symbol.
minutes.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
kind of looks like it. Yeah. I mean, the bus on the Toa is itself pretty cool. It's just that the line is just kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, what is the square root of a bus?
What do you mean, an African or European bus? Okay, sorry. Anyway, it's still pretty cool. It's still a pretty cool idea altogether. Just needed a little more, unfortunately. But I get that. Because I felt like I could have done a little bit more with this one too. Yeah. But the funny thing is that this wasn't the creative juices that hit me and I could have ran with and done more. No. Funny enough, there was a artist training ground alumni prompt about a pony mastering a skill, and apparently that actually came up with one of my better ideas with some of my better line arting I've done.
Unfortunately, because of how some of the lines are, it looks like the back leg went up and the front leg went down.
How? Wait, no.
Again,
the back leg is up and the front leg is down. It is the back leg is up and the front leg is down.
I like it. It's good.
I mean,
Also, Toa, I was mute when I said so, but your bus was good. I like your bus.
Thank you.
It was bussin'.
Yeah, no, I understand the thing. It's just my brain swapping legs in my head.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, it's supposed to be that whole Karate Kid box kick thing a little bit going on there.
Yeah, I see it.
The mantis kick that goes straight up.
Yeah. It was kind of based off of that. It's not exactly that scene, but that, just the whole idea of holding the, standing on one leg, holding the kick up like that. I'm just figuring Apple Bloom becoming a karate master would have been an interesting turn of events after the one scene of her trying to do a flying jump kick that failed. And using karate kicks to do a song and dance at a concert. Just, I don't know, just something funny about that idea that I ran with it. And also, Rainstorm got this awesome little piece of artwork, I believe, with their Fursona version. Yeah,
So
Crane's-
cute.
Adorable.
And also, Chaos Sakai posted this little thing out here. But you know, he looks like he took some pixel images of Mario and a mushroom and cobbled it together with Lego. So this was 100% pure creation, which is awesome. That really shows a lot of work and dedication to get that pulled together. Really awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
that.
I played with Legos as a kid. It takes a long time to build something.
yeah, especially when you have to craft it yourself and not follow just an instruction booklet the whole way through.
Now, granted, since it is pixel art, it is a little bit easier to deal with because you only have to worry about one side.
Well, I mean, you're not pulling a 3D image, but at the same time, it still takes work, and you have to make sure the blocks are...
No, I'm not going to deny that. It's one of those things, it's easier if you have the sprite sheet and just know, okay, that's how many I need to order from Lego.
Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and get on to our picker wheel, because we took way too long talking about news and other stuff. And of course, this is for our challenge of the week. And once again, this is a weekly prompt that we get, that we issue out to challenge everybody for whatever artistic creations that they want to throw out there, whether music, art, interpretive dance, painting, however you want to express your creativity. You don't have to make it perfect. You don't have to make it good. Hell, you can only spend 15 minutes on it if you really want to. The whole idea is to just try something different, exercise your creative talent, and maybe even get yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. Because the one thing that can hurt artistic expression more than anything is stagnation. Always be willing to try something different, including cold dust.
Circuit,
To surprise
how dare
me.
you? Wait, what are you? What?
Hey, cold dust. Do you know how to make a fruitcake?
You know, I don't know. I do not. I've watched videos where people have. I don't actually. I've never made one myself, so I can't say this with confidence that I have. I do know that they were very popular. Like, I think about somewhere around 100 years ago or so. Particularly just when you were finally able to send packages reliably in the mail. Because fruitcakes were a cake that didn't spoil very easily, so it was a cake that was perfectly edible once it got to its destination. So that's part of the reason why it had a rise in popularity. But what years exactly? I'm pretty foggy on. So
Yeah. At the start of the show, we accidentally got onto this big tangent about fruitcakes out of nowhere because I talked about Fruitcake Man.
I would like to try and make one at some point.
Yeah,
I bet it'd be good.
I thought the same thing too, but I would actually like to try a good one too. And I found out there's actually a bakery cottage nearby me that actually does holiday treats, and fruitcake does happen to be one of them. So I might actually try that this weekend.
Nice. I was tempted to try one of like the classic doorstop variety that you can get at the store one year, but I never actually did.
I
But,
kind of
like,
wanted to try that too, but at the same
proper
time,
one?
yeah, I wanted to try that too, but that feels more like a morbid curiosity thing more than actually wanting to know what the hype of the fruitcake is all about.
It's
Yeah,
like
that's-
me and canned bread.
Yeah. You want
Canned
to
bread is, by the way, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would try it for giggles, but I wouldn't use it if you get my drift.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got all the prompts that we're going to get here. So we're going to shuffle them all up and spin the wheel. By the way, I love you all. Thank you so much for entering your prompts and... No! Dang it! Why is the free show coming back to haunt us? Fine. We're doing One Piece.
Now, do you want the rap or an actual anime opening?
That's up to you. The challenge is One Piece. How you want to interpret it is completely up to you. You could draw Luffy as a pony if you really wanted, though. I'm pretty sure people have already done that. Oh my god, I got no words for this. But we got One Piece, but we also have a Protest Initiative challenge.
The Protest Initiative challenge this week is rapping. Now, by rapping, do I mean like wrapping something up in wrapping paper, or do I mean tossing down those sick beats and busting some funky rhymes? I don't know. It's up to you. Do what you want. Do what feels right.
Because a
Do
pirate
what is
free.
in your heart.
Oh,
You could also just do like any other kind of like rap. Like you don't have to rap presents, but you can. Like
Or rap.
I'm trying to figure
What you
out how
want.
to properly note this down so that when people look at this through the week, to realize what the challenge was, to realize that it could mean both.
You could do what I did.
Or rap.
Parentheses
Slash
on the W?
rapping,
I put a parentheses around the W, so it looks like it could be omitted if you wanted it to.
parentheses. Yeah, I guess the parentheses is the better option there.
Or wrapping up a office party, or wrapping up wrapping up the old year and welcoming the new, or
Still hurts
wrapping
me.
up this conversation.
Yeah, which is exactly what we're going to do at this point. So, One Piece and rapping, because apparently the gods are hilarious, and so is Coldust.
heck.
But I do love you, Coldust. So, you want to talk about Ciderfest with all of us?
Oh, I won't have anything to say.
Well, I mean, you could still
I
offer
didn't go.
commentary and thought.
You could look at the
I
trains
suppose so,
and-
although I'll probably mute for a little bit to go toss some laundry in, because I have been completely lazy this week that I've had off from, or the extended time that I had off from work because of the holiday. I accomplished absolutely nil. I am a disappointment to myself, and myself alone.
If I may interject on that one, then maybe you did accomplish something.
What was that?
You allowed yourself the chance to rest, relax, and recuperate yourself. You didn't.
That's true.
And that's one of the most important things we got to do nowadays is give ourselves a chance to just be bored and relax.
I suppose you got a point there. You got a point.
Let your mind wander in the vast sea that is your subconscious.
And let's be real, it's probably a good thing to do just before the holidays because it's gonna be pretty cray.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
I
week
can't
to come.
imagine what it's gonna be like.
That-
So
That just makes
Man.
me think of the sticker sets that were at the con there, the self-care stickers,
yeah,
where
Yeah.
rest is self-care was one of the ones that I did pick up.
So, while Cold Dust gets his rest in, let's go ahead and let's talk about Ponyville Cider Fest. No, normally I'd like to try to go through a blow by blow, day by day situation. I want to try freestyling this a little bit here and talk about the highlights that we had. So first off, one of the big highlights is that I had was not the pup trot, but that was an awesome highlight. But actually, I will get to that though. My God, the mead. Now, a lot of these conventions, unfortunately, it looks like BabsCon is no longer going to be one of those because obviously that no longer exists. But Everfree Northwest, Ponyville Cider Fest, sometimes a few other ones. I usually try to bring a few bottles of mead for both the berry tubers that I hang with that are really awesome, and also for the Brony show crew and friends that happen to be at the con to try out. It's something, it's a little hobby I picked up near the end of the pandemic, and I just started to keep going with it because, one, alcohol is stupid expensive sometimes. Two, it's kind of fun. Tried to come up with flavors and actually try to come up with themes for ponies and things. I'm hoping to get good enough to start creating themed drinks around ponies. And three, it's just something else to expand the me that is circuit. The different ideas and thoughts. So, of course, the first test of the meads came from the berry tubers, and there was only a few of them there, but it was met with ecstatic exuberation for a term. They actually were really excited for it, especially for the apple one. I brought 3 different bottles of mead. Did I post that mead image actually? No, I did not. Okay, give me a quick second here. So I brought 4. I brought 4 bottles of mead, but 2 of them were the exact same. I brought a blueberry mead. I brought a strawberry mead. And I brought, which was my actual project mead, an apple cider, which is kind of like a mead, but not. The difference being that a cider actually goes off of juice rather than water. So I used apple juice and honey to ferment. And I also decided to spice it. So I put in a mixture of cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon sticks, and star anise. I'm still not used to saying star anise. I'm not gonna. But it, yeah. Which gave it a really a nice. I don't want to quite say peppery, but it. Scroll down already. But it gave it a really nice taste of a kind of a licorice back taste to it. Really awesome stuff. So yeah, the blueberry went over really well. People loved it. The strawberry also loved it. The apple raved. They said it was one of the best meats I ever made so far. And along with that, I was also given kind of an interesting accolade. It's kind of one of those you didn't know you needed it until you actually received it. I was told that one of the things that they look forward to when I go to a convention, when I'm at a convention with them, is my meads. They actually love when I do the mead tasting. And how much they enjoy it, how much it improves every single time. Which I gotta tell you, that felt really good. It also scared the shit out of me because it's like, crap, I gotta keep getting better, don't I? But it's a fun combination. You know, both a fun combination of pride and mortal terror, if you will. But yeah, that's one highlight.
Funny enough, your cutie mark is of a circuit board. I wonder if an alternate universe circuit would have had a mead cutie mark instead.
Maybe. Actually, if you think about it, it's kind of funny because there was that I'm sure Coldust would be able to elaborate on this, but there was the episode with the Cutie Mark Crusaders doing a Cutie Mark camp. And there was what's his face? The basically the brat kid.
Rumble.
Rumble, yeah.
Rumble.
Basically,
Yeah,
Rumble being a jerk because he was afraid of not getting the cutie mark that he wanted, and basically getting locked into something for the rest of his life. But then he found out from his brother that even though he had a Soren, I think it was Soren.
No,
No,
it was
Thunder
Thunderlane.
Thunderlane. I'm tired. I'm drunk actually. I'm both. It was Thunderlane.
You're a tired drunk.
But yeah, he found out from Thunderlane that even though he was a Wonderbolt and he had a cutie mark that kind of signified having a talent for being a Wonderbolt, that he still found love and passion in things outside of that, including cooking. That even though you had a cutie mark, you didn't have to be defined to be only towards that.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
This just popped into my mind that Apple Bloom was good at potion making, but she didn't continue it. Either she got bored with it, or she decided, well, I'm good at this, but I don't seem to have fun with it anymore.
There's a little bit more to unpack on that one. Let's just say that executive involvement would be a term.
Yeah,
But
this was around the time Breaking Bad was still relevant.
No, not that. But essentially, the initial plan was for Apple Bloom to actually be involved in potions and things like that. But and it didn't end up going that way. But you still had Apple Bloom. If anything, it kind of makes it more fun that way because you have Apple Bloom that still has a love, that maybe still has a love or at least an ability to do potions, which is kind of cool. But anyway, we went off track here a little bit.
It
So
signifies that even though you're good at something, it doesn't mean that you love doing it every single time.
well,
Or you
well,
only
there's
like
that.
doing it as an occasional hobby instead of your life's work.
Yeah, I think it's just more like it's okay to expand onto other things and to be able to try different things and enjoy other things outside of what maybe your passion it is. I mean, I have so many. I have a lot of passions under me. I'm not limited to just one, which also makes me more varied as a person. At least I'd like to think so, but I think most people just call me a geek now or drunk. But we'll leave that alone. Anyway, that was just one highlight. Well, I forgot the rest of this. Of course, one of the sizes was wiped out by the berry tubers, but I did save the blueberry and strawberry for the rest of the Brony Show crew that were there, along with apparently some. This is actually kind of fun. So yeah, most of the Brony Show crew, sans Atoa, we were able to meet up around my hotel room at one point or another, either inside of it or outside of it. Inside for a couple of people because we had a moment to go in and taste. But one of the roommates I had was Gray Mare, awesome person though. By the way, love Gray Mare. Check out her stuff if you ever see her at a con. But the problem is that Gray Mare unfortunately had a pretty bad headache midway through Saturday, I think, or Friday, probably Saturday. So it was Saturday. So we had to instead decide camp out outside of the room and do mead tastings that way, so we didn't disrupt her, so she could get some rest. And of course, the Brony Show crew did enjoy it. CMC, what did you think of the meats actually? Since you actually are here and you tried it.
Sorry, my earbuds just flaked out for a moment. I had to reset them.
Oh, okay. Did you catch that?
I caught the last end of that. The meads were really good. But yeah, we should have done the tasting from the other side up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because yeah, I don't think I got a good taste of the strawberry at all because of the direction we went.
Yeah, the strawberry one was a lot lighter than the others, and it was the middle every single time. So yeah, I found it to actually be nicely fruity, perfect for like a good summer drink. But yeah, it is very light, so I can imagine that not working out too well.
And one of the reasons why I wasn't up at your room second was cosplay had just ended roughly about that time, and I wanted to get something to eat.
No, that's kind of also the reason that we got Winchester over there when we did. That was the only time we had.
Yeah, because he and Rain had to set up for the concert.
Yeah. The funny thing is that while this was happening, somebody mentioned over to a couple of bartenders that they were over at the introvert party. There was actually an introvert party room that was just down the lane over there. About this, and to have them test out the meads. One of them, it was kind of fortuitous in a funny way. One of them was a brewer. It did more like beers and harder stuff, but I would still know their way around mead, or at least be able to talk about it. And he was able to give me some thoughts and insights on it, which was definitely really interesting. Apparently, a little bit strong on the honey taste, if I recall.
Weren't they both the bartenders for the berry tube room for
not the berry tube rooms? It was kind of like an introvert's room. The berry tubers didn't have a party room.
No, for Van Hoover.
Oh, Van Hoover. Yes, no, they are the official berry tube Van Hoover bartenders. So yeah, they are the berry tube presence up there, which is really cool too. So anyway, yeah, I got more berry tubers involved in it too. The other one was a mixologist, in which it was interesting talking to them about it too and their thoughts on it. They had their criticisms about it. Some things I can improve on, but overall it was fairly positive. Which getting people that do this as well and are experienced about it, even getting a positive thing instead of just like, oh, what in God's name are you doing here? That's
Yeah,
good.
I think
That was
mostly what they said was put more of the fruit in.
Yeah, absolutely, and I 100% agree on that one. I want to do a lot more with the fruit. The thing with is I'm not used to 2-gallon barrels. It makes it for adding fruit a lot easier. But when I realized my fatal flaw, I was going off of fruit recipes, which asked for like 3 or 4 pounds of fruit for 1 pound for 1 gallon glass container, not a 2-pound barrel. So yeah, my fruit mixtures need to be like double the quantities that I was using. So I am going to be working towards that. But I got a goal. I got some ideas. I could do some really awesome. I could do a lime kiwi. I really could do a lime kiwi. Though I would probably have to add in the lime later because I think acids might not work well with fermentation.
Meanwhile, I was more or less stuck in main hall until the concert time, and I actually interacted with the guest. I did make another gift for Andrew Francis just because I'm a Bionicle nerd. I found his mask from the movie online, a shield that the character used, and I did my own Coley. And backstage, the for the convention side went, "Can I get a photo with this before you give this to Andrew?" And I went, "Sure." He set up the photo. Who told me where to click to get a photo of it, and that's probably going to be on the con stuff, if not his personal thing. So I made 2 people happy in that thing. Also, it's just fun to be in main hall as a backstage worker to help with guests.
I can only imagine. All right, so me and Toa took up a spotlight of the con. CMC, do you have any spotlight of the con that you wanted to throw out there?
I was running around back and forth getting a bunch of things done that I don't really have a focus point because I was just trying to make sure that everything ran smoothly, and a lot of that was making sure the view was set up for the various things happening up there because I had to rearrange that room a couple of times, and I'm going to figure out how to make it so I don't have to do that next year.
We also,
And
while
then
up
we
there,
put anthology in the big room, so I had to do a double projector setup.
and we had to take it from the view and get another screen up there. It was a hassle, and then we had to deal with the after dark. I more or less was there to help, be at the very least visible of, hey, we're waiting on this. What's going on? Put my foot in my mouth. That keyframe, look at me, but I still got counted because she understood where I was coming from.
In all seriousness, so I'm so glad they put anthology in a bigger room, and I'm glad you were able to get the double projector set up because that probably made all the difference to so many people.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, because of all the extra effort I put in last year during loadout, making sure the boxes had lists of what went in them. It meant that I was able to quickly get the panel rooms boxed away so that when I was asked, hey, we want to do a movie, I was able to say, we can do that all from what's in the extra box. I don't need to break into any of the panel room boxes.
Ooh, nice.
And I carried up at least one, if not both, speakers of that, and Bramble was the controller of the movie.
All right.
That's where we ran across,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I'd have to actually look deeper at the schedule to see what did I actually sit in on.
Next hold on. Next highlight. So I did get to the pub trop. They had some issues. I'm not gonna lie. We had issues. The problem is that this was one of those crap stories, but it ended up good in the end. So initially I was going to be in the first group, and we were literally leaving the hotel. Now at that time, Gray Mare had shown up, and I got her the room keys, so I figured, okay, we had a backup in case things go really wrong. And Double R was set to show up eventually, but we figured he was going to be maybe while I was in the middle of the pub try. It was maybe going to be a while, so fine. We'll figure out some way to get the room key to him if I'm not available. I found out that if you shut these doors very slowly, very carefully, they don't latch.
Yep,
Yeah.
notice that.
So you can it can look completely closed, but you could still push it open if you just use a little effort. Easy enough. And I figured, oh, I could do that. I set the door so it wouldn't latch. I had the key card right there at the monitor, and I go and head off to the bar trop. And we're starting to take off. At the same time we're taking off, a fireworks display is actually happening. So it's almost like we're getting fireworks to set us off on our bar trot. It was amazing. Then I'm about to cross the street. I get a message from Double R just like, I'm here. It's like, okay, cool. Just go and open the door. It should be unlatched, so you can just go ahead and push open and get in. It's like, I can't get in. So I just frozen there for a moment. It's like, what do I do? Eventually
Where's Gray Mare? Gray Mare! Do.
No, not quite. Gray Mare was setting up the vendor hall. I can't do that unless it's an emergency situation. Especially since I was still technically at the hotel. So after a moment of just indecisive panic, I just go like and just start running. I book it as quick as I can up to the room, and I open the door, and yeah, Double R is nowhere in sight. I just go crap. So I shut the door, but this time I leave it obviously open. You know, I don't shut it sneakily. I make it so it's like obvious that it's open, but I'm just in a hurry. I'm running back down. I'm like messaging Double R. Okay, the door's open. Go in. I gotta hurry back down. I don't want to miss my group. If I miss it, I might miss the entire bar crawl. And I literally run across him at the elevators. So I'm just like, okay, the door's open. You should be able to push in. I gotta get going. I'm gonna miss the bar crawl. You know, I gotta get going. And I get out there and I can't find them. I don't know where they went. So I'm getting on the Discord. I'm trying to reach out to somebody. I'm just like, does anybody know who was in charge? I forgot the name of the person who was in charge of this group of the first group of the bar crawl. I don't know where anybody is. It's just all this stuff and no responses, no nothing. I got no messages. I'm tired. I'm annoyed. I'm kind of ticked a little bit. Of course, I find out while I'm running down there, and Double R mentioned that he saw Gray Mare coming down the elevators when she was originally in the vendor hall. So there's a good chance that she went into the room for a moment. So she accidentally latched the door during my little scheme in literally the 2-minute span that we had. Wait, Double R could have gotten in there. It was literally the perfect bad timing. And I missed out. I missed the first group, and I had no idea where they were, and I couldn't get in any contact with anybody to find out where they went. So after a while of stewing, I'm just like, you know what? The second group is going in an hour. I already have the ribbon. I'm just going to sneak my way into the group, pretend I'm supposed to be part of it, and I'm sure nobody will think the wiser. So I waited and waited, and eventually, yeah, the second group did happen. Fortunately, there was a lot of berry tubers in that group, so that made things a little bit easier for me to intermingle. So I get in that group. We start bar hopping, and yeah, we have a good time. I get a nice cheeseburger to get a dinner while I'm getting shots down. Of course, unfortunately, I find out my debit card isn't working because it was triggered for possible fraud when I was at the airport trying to get luggage checked in. So there's an irony for you there. And that got cleared up the next day, but I had to use my credit card the entire time after that because of that problem. But we ended up going to a few spots, and then it was decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and break off. Well, let's do our own thing for a little bit here. And so we go and check out a few different spots of our own. The last spot we decided to check out was this place called like retro 90s or something like that. Oh, 90s 2K. It's 90s 2K.
Oh my.
Everything about this hurts me. I mean, it's such a nostalgia hit, and it hurts my soul at the same time.
And Stink.
Yeah, I got.
Second,
I
are
should
you
have
sure
slowed
you
down on
haven't-
the sweep. I should have slowed down on the sweep, but I didn't want to delve too much into it.
Second, are you sure you just haven't come to terms like some of us that age is but a number and your memories are forever?
I would think so, but I forgot. Actually, they had Matilda playing too. They had Matilda playing. We had all all wannabe rock stars on the soundtrack. You had freaking like you had freaking In Living Color showing their not Ernest Urkel. You had Urkel up there,
Urkel.
Baywatch, TV Guide. I'm just looking at all this stuff and like, oh my fucking god, there's so much nostalgia here. It hurts my entire soul. Granted, I will say that some of it was like late 80s and some of it was early 2000s, so it does say 90s 2K, so I'll give it a little credit. But this was such a trip of a bar to go to wrap it all up.
Yeah, it was such a trip. It was a maxed out volume when I played it in the channel in the Brony show.
Yeah.
Discord, and it nearly ruptured my ears.
Sorry about that. Well, I mean, I didn't have any control over that. But yeah, that was such a wild thing that wouldn't have happened if I didn't end up splitting off, getting into the second group, and we ended up splitting off. So I'm happy for that. That was actually really cool. That was a really cool thing to check out. Kind of wish I would have bought that t-shirt, but yeah, I already got to go through my closet. Like, no, well, it's a mess. All right, so that was another highlight of mine. Anybody else have any highlights they want to throw out there? Should we just
being able to attend Fiora the Tank Girl's last US was awesome. It was about the sexy stuff, and she is a noted professor of said stuff. So it was like, yes, I actually got a lecture on why we love Klopp. Fun, and it was silly. In addition to that, I was one of the last people at the Cards Against Humanity charity. I ended it with the white card of we're all going to hell. Oh, and the black card was as you whisper something into somebody's ear. And as you know, with Cards Against Humanity, you play that game, you're going to hell regardless, because you have to make choices, and you go, I'm going to hell. And I just ended it off with, we're all going to hell. It was fun.
Highway to hell.
Anyway, I'm showing the plushie meetup while we're doing this. I literally had to grab
shower.
I had to grab the videos of it and then rush off because something was happening. Was it the cider tasting? No, something.
Possibly.
Maybe it was a cider. No, something was definitely happening. Like half an hour into this, so I couldn't stay.
What day was that? I've got the thing
Saturday?
in front of me.
I think it was a Saturday.
Saturday, that's Apple Orchard. That is the. Wait, is it? That's out? No, that's not Saturday. That's Friday, the Pony Plushie Meetup.
What? What's it? Maybe it was a Friday then.
Yeah, okay. What could have been starting?
Something that was going on around the same time or close to the same time. It might have.
A memorial to Iron Captain 19?
No, it might have been Berry Tuber related instead. I might have been getting.
Yeah, because there's nothing specifically in the con book that was jumping out at that point, unless it's something that was on the private schedule because the cider tastings are only for those that need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were still in the comic book, but it was on. Was it Friday? No, it was. Wait, no, it was Saturday. I
There
believe.
were.
Yeah. What was it? Oh,
yeah,
no.
yes.
I think the Berry Tippers were meeting to go get something to eat. Maybe that was it.
Okay.
What time was it?
Because the Pony Plush meetup was at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, maybe that was it. But yeah, I actually decided to segment it because usually I try to do it in one big video, and Discord hates my guts every time I do that. So this is the way I was able to finally get it to upload.
Understandable.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. There's a reason I have this muted too, because not to steal the spotlight from somebody else's. Actually, I don't know if CMC was if anybody else here was aware of this. There was a guy losing his mind while this was going on. I mean, losing his mind. I think he was on something, because he was basically freaking out about how the world is coming apart and only the friendship of ponies will keep us together. He was screaming this at the top of his lungs. He had people in security, basically all around him, just watching him, being careful in case he decided to go nuts. Which I think it was just on something real bad. But wow, he was really.
I think that's a bad trip right there.
It sounds like a bad trip. It sounds like he had a really bad trip. But yeah, it was kind of
Somebody had
freaky
too
for a
much of the
moment.
good stuff.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for him, but yeah, no, that was just such wild.
Mm-hmm.
the
I
ball
would say
pit.
though, the simple fact that there's a good, decent pathway going from one side to the other for like the bridge up there makes for a good plushy, like hangout spots.
Anyway, CMC, did you have another spotlight to throw out there?
I did end up sitting on a panel for someone who has helped out with Ponies Online.
Ooh.
Was You Laugh, You Lose from Cider Fest, done by your pal Tina.
Oh yeah, I was actually in that panel. I actually got to that one too. I submitted 2 of them, in fact. I did the Legend of Evantris and the one with Brayburn and Soren and the apple pie in the bed.
Mm.
That one.
I thought that would get a laugh out of it because it was just such a weird juxtaposition, but no. Dang it! I could not get Tina to laugh. I even tried one of the better Legend of Evantris clips too.
What's a mind
I was
goblin?
not there because I probably was either getting food or walking around. But I did see Tina for the After Dark stuff, and I'm like, hey, so how's that been? And, small talk with people that you normally don't interact with because life happens.
Yeah. By the way, before I forget, this is probably going to be the last time you see this particular door swag, because obviously New Year means new door swag. Oh my god! Sorry, my brain.
Did you forget?
No, my brain just connected dots. I'm gonna have to make new door swag in literally 2 months because I don't have Babs. I have a Harmony, and the Harmony. Anyway, please go ahead. Sorry.
You're fine.
Right,
That's
I have a
your
good
circus
picture
problem.
of that door swag that I didn't send.
Oh really? 'Cause I thought this was the one you sent.
No, I think that's a rainy.
Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I because you have the one right at the bottom with the pizza, and that was a meme from Ponies Online.
Yeah,
Alex.
apparently.
I needed to take this angle shot. Come on.
Oh wow, 2 angle shots. Okay.
Well, one's a straight shot of the thing, but this upward shot of just all of it.
So yeah, apparently that was a meme I didn't even know was a meme. At least not in that way.
That
I
was a
honestly
meme
thought I thought this was Cal Payne. I honestly thought this was Cal Payne.
No,
No, Alex has a very similar.
yeah, this is Alex Wolf of Ponies Online from one of the
Galactic phone.
Galactic Phone games that was happening,
Mhm.
where, yeah, the end result of one of the things just had to be drawn better, and this is the result of that drawn better.
I do believe that is Pokemon.
Oh wait, I think I remember you saying this now. Oh,
Yep, Pokemon Puck did it.
Huh. Well,
I can kind of see how you thought it was him because you thought that black line between the eyes were glasses.
well, that and the hair coloring, the coat,
Yeah, everything else, yeah.
everything is very similar to Cal Payne. So it's
I mean, we do have the funny running around of haha duplicate.
fair enough. All right. Let's see. Another highlight on my part. Ooh, yeah. Actually, I have a kind of a double header highlight because they're small, but they're silly. First off, I went over to a place over at the mall, their food court mall. That thing right there, that log, that is a cheese stick. That is a cheese stick
No.
as big as my arm.
No!
And it's filled
What?
with mozzarella.
No!
Dude, we have freaking
I-
Italian joints right across the way. They are
I
damn
could only eat half of that before I had to give up, and tried to save that. I tried to
Is that
save
with
it,
or
and I
without
didn't
the
save
mac
it
and
very well,
cheese?
so I had to throw it away too. So I'm going to be trying that again next year. I'm not gonna lie, but that
No!
Oh,
Don't try it as a one-person event. That is kind of a thing of you share it with a friend, and even
You're a
then,
brave
it's
man.
because you're gone crazy.
yeah, probably, but no, that was basically a giant. I wasn't. They said that there's like the world's largest cheese stick, and I'm figuring, oh, okay, maybe it's just like a really big one. They bring this thing out and just like, oh fuck me.
it is like your burrito that you have before you go off.
No, that burrito is nothing compared to this cheese stick.
Yeah, this is not burrito. That is deep fried crust there.
That is a deep fried crust, and this thing is bigger than that burrito ever could be. This is a thing where you give this to some of the people. Let's just face it. You take this to an After Dark vendor hall, you're gonna have more than a few people going, "Oh my," because that's how big it is. That is not to be taken lightly. I'm so glad I got a picture of it.
Look at the size of his stick.
The other thing is, I actually ran across apparently a event that was going on. I didn't know it. The
Charlie stuff.
Actually, while this is up, I'm gonna rant a little bit because I hate what they did. I love it and I hate it. They had pictures of Charlie's head all over the con in door frames.
Yes.
And I would keep catching it at the corner of my eye. So it would keep freaking me out because I kept thinking somebody was looking at me, and I would just look up there like, shit, oh.
I asked the person who was doing that to get me one, and I would put it on one of the screens around Anthology, but I never got one.
Ah.
Aww.
But this was a game
Yeah.
for Charlie to find.
Yep. Luckily
And
I
I
kept
know
the game
the
going.
ending results.
I kept the game going, which is I'm happy for. I found this on the giveaway table. That's where I got the picture here. And then I took it to the gaming room and left it behind next to one of the monitors. Not like behind one of them, but it was one of behind the ones that were in a corner so that if you were sitting on any of the other systems you could easily see it, but you can't see it directly. What's on the other side? The other side basically says to tag it with a hashtag and then to take a picture of it and tag it and then to place it somewhere else and try to keep the game going.
Take a picture where you found it and hide it.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
So what was
When
the
I
end
saw
result of
that-
that? Because I did keep it going,
end
apparently.
result, I don't know if it was Dashu or Arcana got a hold of it, and on leaving day.
Oh.
The Monday.
Put it in Charlie's bag.
Oh!
Bravo, bravo.
Bravo! Oh, that is beautiful. That is delicious. Oh, I love it. That's amazing. Oh, okay. I did not expect the end of that, but that was such a highlighted end. I love it. All right,
Yeah,
speaking
that's cool. That's the levels.
speaking of highlights, anybody else have any other highlights that I want to throw out there, or should we go ahead and go through the
I've got
merchandise
one
halls?
more during, and
Go for it.
everything else is kind of after the event. The one during is that this con for me was picking up things.
Really?
You want? Yeah, if you want to go scroll through my thing, I think I did mark it as pickups for various reasons.
Con things, shirts and badges. Some folks sending up cards. Pick up. Oh yeah, I got some of these too.
And
Yeah,
while that's coming
The
up,
Stallion pin pack. And then the next image, I had talked with my little ties about the fact that my Ciderfest 23 pin, the hinge pin, was sliding out. He said, "Oh, that's a quick fix." I handed it to him at Everfree. He got it done just before Ciderfest, and I got it back.
Oh, awesome.
yep.
And then
Nice.
the last thing there is the thing that has been going on for such an annoying amount of trying to get back and forth with Crackle's cousin.
Yep, because he and I for 2024 were pioneers from Satisfaction.
And they had only printed off 3 things because they expected a first place, second place, third place, not a 2-person second place.
Oh, I see.
Because
So we had
like
to get
that.
yeah, the initial thought was get it shipped to us, but it just never actually happened. And I finally actually messaged right before the con, was like, "Hey, if you've got it, we're both going to be there at this event. Bring it along. Even if I don't get Toas to Toa, I will find a way to make sure they get home flat."
Yep.
Well, since we're already starting to delve deep into this, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the other fun merch, huh?
Yeah, the other thing that I liked is the Italian place because I love good Italian food. They had good Italian food. However, CEMC does not like day-old pizza from an Italian style.
No. Day old mushroom.
Yep.
I can see that.
Yeah,
If
day
you're
old
gonna
mushrooms
eat a
does
mushroom
not taste
pizza,
good.
it is a I have made the choice to eat this now kind of thing.
I can see
Yeah,
that,
and it was
yeah.
originally for, like, because I know Friday was a little bit of a drink day, and I was trying to do that, but, you know, life happened.
Might have to look into that Italian place for next year. But
Oh, the sit-down one, the pizzeria, had good raviolis.
yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to look into more into it because I have no idea what you're talking about, but it has me intrigued. But anyway,
Yeah, it was.
So is this all you got out of the box?
no. But a
Or-
large,
no,
a
there's
good chunk of
more.
it is. Let me go. So what I got out of this box, some of it is here. The cards with the different people showing up: Raquel Belmont, Cole Howard, Culver, and your limit. All of those came out of the box, and the shining armor. The superhero drinking glass came out of the box. The music CD, which ironically is the Christmas music CD, came out of the box. The T-shirt
Nice.
that you see there at the bottom left, the T-shirt from a year or two ago. I think it was last year's. Actually.
Last year.
Yeah, that came out of the box. The card thing here, which is actually keychain, that came out of the box. I think no, that was from this year. This year. I think I might have a couple of other things, but they're not in this picture. But yeah, they were giving, instead of the normal interesting item of merch, they were actually doing mystery boxes this year, which I don't blame them. I mean, I'm sure they had plenty of stuff that they needed to do something with, so mystery boxes are a great way to do it. And apparently they sold really well, because I always saw that the table was out every single day. It sucks, though, because I spun that wheel and I got nothing. I won nothing on that wheel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was wondering how you were supposed to spin that wheel.
Apparently not the way I did it.
Well, no, I when I went to get my shirt, my lanyard, and consider the pin, I never saw what was needed to get a spin on the wheel.
Oh yeah, you just buy the mystery box.
Ah, it was in the box.
Yeah, the box you buy a box, you get a mystery wheel spin. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one
I
of
may have
those.
been too
Oh
early
yeah,
for that,
the lanyard also was part of the mystery box. It was from a few years ago.
Oh, yep.
All right. Anyway, going over the other merch that I did pick up, we got a few pins, a pendant.
Oh.
The pendant that basically says "I love mayors." I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was funny.
Oh my god, still like sparkle.
Yeah.
The artist that does those has one of every character, and I've considered it, but it's just like, it's not the right aesthetic for me.
It's a weird aesthetic, but I do love it at the same time. So I went with it, especially since Twilight, you can actually flip it and it has a human form. Or you're talking about the Snoot Booper.
The Snoot.
Oh yeah, the Snoot Booper is also a crazy aesthetic, but I couldn't resist it. I thought it was funny. But yep, this is also a mixture of random things, because I got some freebie table stuff here. Not the cake, not the recipes. The recipe cards, I actually got those. I wanted to get those a few conventions ago and forgot. So this was my chance to redeem myself on that.
I know that duck came from if you purchased something at one of the vendor tables, because she had them just out as a dish, and if you made a purchase, you got a duck.
Yeah, I think it was actually the same table that I got the cards from, the recipe cards. Which I'm going to have to use those one of these days, but at the same time, I want to make something so good that's worthy of them, which I hate that. Because, like, these are so cool, I want to use them, but I want to make sure I use them properly, so I don't want to do something half-assed.
That's two different Twilight figures.
It is. One of them was the Funko figures that they had the little mini boxes of.
Ah.
I got one
and the other one's one of the doll figures.
One of them is, one of the toy figures that Hasbro had. That one actually came from one of the freebie boxes, I believe.
I think I still have the miniature
Is that a sticker
Twilight.
that says Pony Trash?
No, that is a pin that says Pony Trash.
Where did you find that?
You know the person that was selling...
figure out who that was.
You know the person that was selling crocheted scarves and crocheted bags? They were next to the patch person in the corner.
I'll get the map.
Yeah, were they on the... As you enter on the left aisle, or were they on the... Right there on the right?
When you entered, they were right on the right. Against the wall. Next to also next to Ties and Railroad. I think they were actually right next to Railroad, in fact.
Okay, so I may have looked at their stuff just at a glance. Where did it? The vendor really at the front of it?
Yeah, it's a...
Also, the awesome little glasses here. These are from the convention. For this year's convention. The cider tasting. Got the cider tasting glass right there. That was from the bar trot, and that was the general glass that you got for getting a spike badge or buying it. Anyway, sorry?
Yeah, all this glassware that's so nice, and it's like, I would love to have, but I don't drink from glasses as much.
Also, the Izzy, the
these days.
The Kieran is also the giveaway box. Before I forget, there's also a badge of the I think it's the evil sect, the little evil pin. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, the evils. There were a lot of the evils left at the end.
Gee, I wonder why.
Because I know that at the end I made sure to grab at least one of each from Dead Pony.
But yeah. So we got some of these.
I ended up with like 5 evils from everything I did.
This one was interesting. This is such a mix of things. I got a couple of lanyards that actually came from the giveaway table, along with the little headband.
Wait, hold on. Can
And
you
the hearts.
look at that one on the lanyard on the far left? Is that a Harmony?
It is a
That
HarmonyCon
is-
lanyard.
Okay.
So
and
I
see,
absolutely
think
had to
it-
grab that one.
I think
Yeah.
the one that Second might have been to was like Screwy Arts or Keyframe.
It was not.
sure because
I don't
it's
think it
on
was
that
Keyframe.
side.
I don't believe it was Keyframe. I think it might have been
Oh,
Screwy
I
Art.
see. Slush put things down because that's the Dash and the Nurse Red Heart. Those are both Slush Pony.
Yep, and those I did actually get off of the table along. I actually got this one off
Oh,
of the table
actually-
too, right after the Hooves line. So I wonder if I just got timing on that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
timing because that's female Saber Spark.
Well, I know
And
it
actually,
is.
that's the Zap Apple's also Slush. I don't know if that Moondancer is also Slush Pony.
Moondancer. I don't know if it's Slush or not. Those were on the giveaway table, and I couldn't resist.
Well, you can see Slush's signature on Applejack there. Between the hoof and the braid.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That is hard to see. That is cool. I like that.
I think the Moon Dancer does on her hooves.
Well, let's see. We also got
It
this
could
one.
be.
Does this one have Slush on it, or? Yeah, I think that's a Slush
I
right
don't-
there in Rainbow Dash's Lake. So yeah, I think these are all
Ah, yeah.
Slushes. These are
Yeah,
all
I know
Slushes.
those two are. From following Slush's stuff, yeah, those are.
Yeah. All right. Running through other merch, so we got the songs about the green one. I picked up this one because I literally ran across the songs a few months ago on Spotify by random chance, and I found them. I'm actually finding them to be really good when I need to just take a breather and chill a bit. It really is cathartic in a weird way. I absolutely love it, so I needed to get that CD. Okay, dumb thing. Nightmare Rarity, Princess Twilight Sparkle. I already have these buttons. I didn't realize it. I thought I was getting buttons I didn't have. I saw two Twilight Spark. I had three different Twilight Sparkles. They had the normal one, the winged one, and Princess one. And I'm just like, okay, I probably already have either a normal one or a winged one. I'm sure I'm just safe bet with a Princess one, but they had a 3 for 10 deal. Let's go ahead and get Nightmare Rarity. I think she's a pretty cool design. That was okay. I can get away with that one. Apparently, I thought that before, because I have Nightmare Rarity and Princess Twilight Sparkle, but I do not have the normal Twilight Sparkle or the winged Twilight Sparkle. I don't know how I pulled this off, but I did.
I just know that that vendor has so many buttons and things, and it's like, if they were the smaller button size, I would go for them, but they are the large buttons.
It's because of the large buttons that I have to go after them. They're so awesome.
Well, it's one of those, I don't have a place to display large buttons.
Yeah. Paperweight from My Little Ties, nail polish, British pony stickers. I got that from Raptor. Was it? Yeah. We're not going to talk about that button. We got Button's mom instead. We're going to talk about that one instead and move on immediately. Got one of those awesome stickers that were mentioned. Caring deeply does not equal overreacting.
I really wish I weren't living through a major Brony event right now.
I also got that off of the table.
I clearly
I also got a
see
side
what it's
sticker.
referencing, though.
Got the side sticker. That is really awesome.
That would be appropriate for the guy who kept freaking out in the plushie area.
Absolutely that, yeah. Also, these two right here, Winnie City and Ponyville Cider Fest, these were from the box. Box. These are stickers. I barely realized it that they were stickers.
Wait,
so
those are stickers?
they're stickers, full on stickers.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh that's nice.
Also, I had to get
Whoa.
the Karen with the knife. I don't think I ever got one
Yeah,
before.
the fizzy.
Yeah, the fizzy
Yeah,
knife.
Fizzy's good.
And also this, the next of the Allure compilation.
Nice.
Oh, right, and you did Sky Railroad's stamp thing. I need
Yeah,
to message them.
I did do that too. It was fun. It was cheeky and silly. It was I also found this. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. They had a Poner plushie plush care kit that was on some of the giveaway tables, and I got lucky enough to grab one when they were there.
Yeah,
But
I saw a couple of those at Harmony last year, but I don't think I was able to pick one up.
Yeah, no, they go pretty fast if there's only a few of them, but it's really amazing. They got everything from a cleansing solution, microfiber cloth, one of those lint collectors. Also, they also have thread and instructions on how to repair damage to a plushie. They got some amazing things in this. And it is really, really cool. I absolutely had it's from Little Shy FIM, and I had to give him a shout out on Blue Sky because of that. When I really dug into it, it was just so amazing. And here's some of the merch I got, including my ribbon. I actually did do some of the ribbon. I actually had to be careful. I didn't want to lose the really cool ones, so Anthology 8, Pub Trot, Cider Tasting, kept them near the top there. And then
You know,
all the inside.
I actually got a rare one because the voice for Thorax actually was handing out ribbons of his own.
Oh.
And I think I was one of the few people that got it.
Sweet.
Wait, what was your ribbon? Did I end up with one?
You might have. I actually did have a set of ribbons that I was giving out. Not a whole lot. It was literally leftovers from a convention way back when, and I just happened to have some left over. It was soon with the Key to My Crusaders peeping out.
Oh no, I didn't end up with one of
yeah,
those.
no.
Oh no, really?
No.
Oh.
I did end up with the new Raccoonicorn sticker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm
second,
not sure I have the DJ one though.
The DJ one was one I introduced back at Everfree, I think.
Second, I will say this though: were you leaving cutouts of like pony characters and like a lore around the hotel?
No. Oh wait, yeah. No, that was me too. Yeah.
There was a little girl that found it and was like, "Mama, look!" And it was so goddamn adorable.
I gotta say, I'm maybe a weird person, but I know how to get some interesting things going on.
Oh, you got the spare the animals eat the hay burgers.
Yeah, I stumbled across that one. I'm so happy I did.
I got another one of those.
Yeah, got a Ciderfest sticker, Nightmare Rarity. I got a lot of weird stickers. A lot. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these are from the giveaway table, but it's still. Attention you parked like an idiot. That's such an amazing card.
However, I'll say someone
Also,
did
90s
stick-
2K Cafe was apparently dropping business cards over there too, so give them credit on
Nice.
that.
We also did find that someone put one of your characters into like a hotel elevator thing. We had to get it out of there just because we thought, yeah,
With
no, that
where it
wouldn't be
was,
nice.
it was technically more like vandalism.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it's in my defense, at least it's
Yeah,
made out of
that was-
paper.
Yeah.
It's just paper, so it's not so hard to get rid of. I guess that sucks, but I'm glad it wasn't like worse.
Yeah, we were checking stuff as we went because
Oh, did you get one of the banners?
Actually, this was a towel. They had the they
towel.
had beach towels for $20 over at the con store, and I decided to grab one later on.
Okay.
So yeah, just a beach towel.
Neat.
But then I figured it made a great backdrop for these, the prints and the shirts,
The large things.
the larger things. So yeah, the comic book, Berry Punch print because both Berry Tuber and also I really love the '90s aesthetic design that they have going for it. Also, the poster that I got because Spike Badge, the poster I got because Pink Pony Club and the awesome artist. I couldn't say no. I ran across this on the giveaway table, the Pinkabee. So yeah, I snagged that. It's a little torn, but I don't care. It's awesome. This one, okay, Double R. I'm gonna give a special shout out to Double R right now. He gave me this. He got a bunch of. He was looking over things. I'm sure he would tell the story if he could, but he was looking over things at the charity auction room to see what things he would be interested in. They pulled out these posters, and unfortunately, they were not packed very well. So some of them were a little not creased, but they were bent. They had rolls in them. They weren't straight, so they would be a little not kind of questioned. So they decided. So he asked for them, and they decided to give it to him. He was going to try to spend money at the at the charity anyway to try to pay for him, which he did. He ended up doing that. But when we were talking, he asked which ones I liked. I was like, I like this Karen one. It's really cool to especially get the dichotomy of them. And it's like, okay, here you go. And give me the Karen.
A thought came to my head. Ponies Online and like Cider Fest are one of the few places that actually have Kierans as a mascot for the conventions.
Well, Karens didn't come in until later, and some people stick to the old mascots. So, yeah, it is kind of weird, but it is cool still.
Yeah.
And here's the bottle I got for the cider tasting. Literally grabbed this out of the fridge when I realized I didn't take a shot of it yet, so that's why it's just by itself.
Uh-huh.
Then I also realized I forgot one other thing. The Twiggy little band here that I got on my Twiggy plush now. That was given to me by CMC.
Yeah, there was just some random candy up in the cider lounge, and I got 2 others that I have to figure out what plushies are they going on, and am I re-threading one because some of the animals are the wrong direction.
Anyway, speaking of Double R, here's his haul. He got it all in one shot. There's he got the Crystal Twins from the charity auction.
He
was also able to He was able to also get this wall scroll in the cheap because it was a little damaged, but an easy fix.
Okay, you know what?
Dang.
Goddamn Legoshi and Haru.
I'm not touching that one with the 10-foot pole. Like, there's a lot of things here I'm not
read the
touching with the
manga
10-foot
and got
pole.
winner.
Oh, boss. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the. I'm
no,
not afraid,
we're moving
but
away. We're moving on.
Lots of good things.
Lots of good things.
That's shining armor, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, and he got
dang.
it signed by Andrew.
Yeah, he has a gut. Yeah, the god Baron Angle Shining Armor is signed by Baron Andrew. That is just so crazy.
Andrew
By Andrew
Francis.
Francis.
I'm tired.
Second, you have 2 staff
The voice
members. We
actor.
have to know what
The
people.
voice actor. Okay. But I also got the voice actor of.
Thorax.
Thank you,
Thorax.
Thorax, signing the King of Love Bugs book. That is awesome. And also a bunch of Best Pony badges.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love that color Achura one.
Spike is best pony, yes.
Yes. So is Smolder. No, it says Best Dragon. CMC.
All right, for a quick change of
Best
pace, Rainstorm
Pony.
was able to post a bunch of behind-the-scenes images here of the con setups. So I got the main stage here when they were setting up for a game show.
The game show stuff was fun.
Yeah, it was an awesome idea. I liked it.
No,
Yeah,
the
while
back
they
end
were
we had to
set-
gaff tape it to the stage.
All right, here's
while
some
they
of the
were setting
merch.
up the Jeopardy, I was in the room while they were putting up that thing, and I was reading it backwards. Because they had it pointed the back way towards us as they were putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick show of some of the merch. Get some fun little pit merch in there. Got the glass. This one, honestly though, this is the kind of merch I would like to get. The one-of-a-kind artworks and things like that.
Is that Daybat? CMC, is that Daybat?
I've no idea. Daybat wasn't there.
Oh.
Something.
And also, I believe that these are shots of some of the videos that were showing during the obvious concerts.
Yeah, because Rainey is in charge of effects.
Yep. Really awesome, though. I absolutely love this stuff. This is so cool looking. And seeing G4 and G5 mixed in there, too, just such a delight. I'm absolutely in love with it. Anyway, we're trying to go through this a little bit faster. We are going to the normal closeout time, and I don't want to go too far in, but I don't want to I don't want to miss anybody. Coffee
I
adjustment.
found that and handed it to Rainey.
Yep.
Of course, Rainy got a shot of more of the bottles of the cider there. You can get a better look at them. Though this one's interesting. Noon whistle.
Well, this was
No, that was at Dead Dog,
after-
I think.
Yeah, this was at Dead Dog because I'm sitting off to the right there.
And
I
I'm
didn't
sitting
have
off to the left.
I was tired, so I didn't even think to take pictures of the two Angry Orchard things I drank.
Yeah, those are some awesome Angry Orchards, so I love that. And also
Yeah,
a shot of everybody at closeout there. You can see Rainy right there at the bottom left, too, in Winchester.
I'm off
I'm
on
behind the
right.
redhead, and you can clearly see CMC in his hat.
You can?
Yeah,
I'm trying too
Yeah.
hard.
On the right,
I'm trying too hard, and now I can't.
Above
see.
red card.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I can see you.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
apparently red card is blocking Dashu in some of the pictures.
That's
meanwhile,
terrible.
I'm right there behind the lovely person with the long red hair.
Elaborate.
are you in the hat, Toa?
No, I'm standing behind the redhead person.
Would you
Are you in the
elaborate a
yellow
little bit
shirt?
better? Saying redhead does
With
not
the red
help.
shirt.
Okay, go to the redhead.
Which
Okay.
this one?
Yep,
Thank you.
go towards CMC, and your cursor will be over my face. Yep. Back. One more. Ding.
I don't know why
I've
your
forgotten,
side,
I have
your
forgotten
side
what
profile.
everybody looks
That's
like.
not
No,
Dude,
his side profile
no.
does not look right for some reason.
No, that is
that's
me.
not. No, that's not.
Is it not? Where am I then?
Actually, that really
I've
doesn't.
hidden again.
Okay, dang it. Where's Waldo? I'm not. Where's Waldoing your ass here? I'm moving on.
I know
Yeah.
I'm the CMC. That's all I know.
Fair enough. I don't doubt that you're in there. It's just like weird. It's just like, what seems like no, that's not you. We're moving on.
All right.
More game show images. I gotta give it to Rainy. If it wasn't for Rainy, we would probably have just a bunch of merch images and maybe the random shots here and there. I am not good when it comes to photo taking. I missed the cider lounge again this year. I was too busy doing everything else.
That was some of our saying grace as staff people.
Yeah, I figured it was a nice place when I went the year prior.
Yeah, Rainy got the soon.
Oh. and
Oh,
the-
wait, I found myself. It was towards the left. Dang it.
Oh yeah, there's the ribbon that I had. Look, I did save a couple for my own posterity. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a couple of my own still, but yeah, they're pretty much all gone. So if I ever make another one, I'm gonna have to make another one.
Okay, I found
Yeah,
what
I
it
know
was.
that
I
I've
was
just been
probably
reusing the one badge for everything because it's easier than just having to be for sure that I'll get
Yeah,
a horse and a stay hydrated.
that's
Mhm.
fair.
Yeah.
And of course, awesome ramen picture. Do love a good ramen.
Yeah.
And Fluttershy PJs.
Yay.
And of course, the cider bar. Also, I missed this. I didn't get to this one either.
Oh, we were up there just because we had to set up the room multiple times.
Yeah, I kept on not paying attention to that, such that when I actually did teardown, we took down everything except that. So I had to tell ops, "Oh yeah, we left that up there."
In fact, I was surprisingly
we also
busy.
grabbed
I was surprisingly
event
busy
stuff.
for this con. Huh. Anyway, now we're going on to the CMC merch here. Got
volunteer
first,
shirt and the con shirt, which
con
will be
shirts?
used as the backdrop for basically the rest of things.
and the badge.
He'll hydrate.
He'll hydrate.
Cal hydrate.
Yeah.
Then, of course, we have the purchases because you got to crack open a wallet at least once.
And of course, it's mostly Lion King.
I don't know. You got a derpy. Well, I
And
mean,
Octavia. And
actually,
Final.
no. You know what? I call foul on that because yeah, there's Lion King, but you have 3 Lion King, 1 derpy, 2 musicians, and a bunch of Spike and Sparky stickers.
Yeah, I saw those and was like, okay, I just have to, even if they're coming out of the these are the last run of these things that I'll ever do. Basket.
Mm-hmm.
Basket.
And anyway, now we're going on to the CMC merch here. Got
I'll
first,
just
That's not a bad
Owner of
thing.
an
It just
emotional
means you get
support plush.
just means you get a good chance of
Yeah,
getting
but
something
that was
cool.
half the purchases. These are the other half of the purchases with folks that didn't have badges or cards that I could just take.
Yeah.
So there's another set of photos that have some of their infos.
So yeah, get some of it creators, some not so much, which kind of sucks, but I get it too because cards are expensive sometimes.
Well, I did end up in what I posted into the con chat there, the pictures of these right next to where they had their little display that had at least their business name.
Yep. So quickly go through those. Moonbeam Designs. Rocket Launcher, who has some of the most amazing stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
The Lyrant. When I saw it, I was like, okay, I just have to.
And of course, the Salem Slater, which was doing the tattoo artist. They actually had a tattoo artist this year. That was wild.
You know, I made the offhanded comment of, hey, Second would have been really upset if he could have gotten a tattoo at the convention.
I wouldn't have been upset. I would have just, it would have just been more well planned. It would not be something I would just be sit down and like go for it.
Fair. No sepsis is a thing.
Oh wait, I think we already went through these. Yeah, we already went through these. So
yeah, because these are the. I got 5 pins. One was a shining armor that went to Rainy, and those are the 4 I kept. That was on the free table at one point, and I was just like, "What is that?" And just when I got there, I was like, "Nope, grab."
Yeah, the freebie. There was a lot of interesting freebies on the table.
Like these.
Yeah. Apparently, there was a lot of the what's his name? Brain.
Hitch.
No, pin.
Orange Crimsicle.
Oh, Sunburst.
Yes, yeah. Sunburst. Yeah, apparently there was a lot because he apparently put lots of them out on the free table over the weekend.
Huh. Also, you gotta get the stickers in.
Yep,
Vader Pwn.
And of course, we have the Stray Bell thanks to a certain circuit.
Yeah, I wonder who could have caused
and
that.
The Raccoonicorn there.
Yep, the Raving Raccoonicorn.
You might make life so much sweeter. Aww.
Rest is self-love.
Yep.
Good thing to remember. Also, some social.
Went a little closer so you can try to read the stats on there.
So, yeah. Let's see. Got both of these are Pwn Social, so they're Mastodon accounts, I believe. So.
Yep.
I'll go Atoll and Viola Vaquita.
I didn't really buy much. I did, however, run into a elevator and someone had some sticker Pokemon, and they're like, grab them, and I'm just like,
the large picture of the sticker of the various badges I got, and I did some close-ups and a side shot, so you can actually read these two that just shine every other picture I tried to take of them.
Yeah.
Autism equal Brony. Yep.
Yeah, that was a silly one. It was like, okay, I'm picking it up.
And another cool thing
I wanted a plushie from this place, but all I got was this stupid ribbon.
Rubio Wolf.
Yeah, Rubio.
And of course, we also have the cards.
The Caillou.
A lot of Caillou
to actually go through to see what duplicates I have, because I think now I've got more Rainbow Dashes there.
I think you got a double picture in there, before.
And that's how Granny won the war.
But yeah, some awesome Caillou cards.
Oh, I did get a double in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why I got a double. That one didn't have flash on.
And then Random Fizzy. I don't know what that's all about.
It's a thing.
Oh,
okay.
That is the actual banner that hung outside the Fizzy room.
Oh, sweet. And of course,
then,
random auction. Apparently, a random auction that was one
Yeah.
just afterwards.
Right as I was waiting for my Uber, I was checking the local auction site for what was going to be on for the week, and yeah.
So you're using it right now?
Typing with it right now.
And also
I
some
figured.
also some really, really sweet Christmas trees over at the Chicago station.
Yep, I did a picture of, or set of pictures when I got there the first time around while they were still doing setup, and then on the way home it was all set up.
And
actually-
last little image here.
Oh, this is a fun one.
Work hard.
Yes, because I'm actually holding, the back's holding, George there is not.
Well, there you go. And with that is going to be it for everything that we have for our con chat. Flights there, not a problem. Flights home, not a problem. I don't think anybody had any real issues actually getting there, and it sounds like we all
I did!
Hey.
we all actually had a really
Joel
fun
had
time.
some issues. I had a
Yeah.
fun time with the fact that I was supposed to be driving,
Ugh.
such that I could drive on Tuesday before and the Tuesday after.
That's an issue.
The car had an alternator issue. I got sent in by train and had to go out by train on Monday.
That,
Yep, and
didn't
I
know
had
about-
to deal with
didn't quite know about
Dallas
that.
getting backed up because of rain.
Yeah, I had to go back home on Monday because on Tuesday, because of holiday traffic, it was already booked up.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me as much with the Thanksgiving traffic.
Yeah, and
That's
as I
surprisingly
said,
late.
Dallas was backed up. I did not get in until about midnight. I was supposed to be there at 7.
Yeah, we had to get someone else's card on the room because we just needed to get stuff put away.
Yep.
Well, anyway, just to wrap this all up as best we can, that was our talk about Ponyville Cider Fest. I had a great time. I'm planning on going next year. And apparently
down for
Haru's
another
Haru's already making plans too, so I already got one roommate in the works. Anybody else here planning on going?
I plan on going back simply because they'll probably throw me back in main hall because I assume that everyone appreciate having at least someone up there to help run and be a backstage bunkie without AV having to, split people.
Fair. Well, at least that's 2 confirms. I'm sure Winchester and Rainstorm will probably also be popping in. Hopefully CMC
I know
can too.
CMC will, but he'll probably have a plan to actually be able to drive as long as stuff doesn't go wrong with cars.
Yeah, I still plan on Winnie and Cider being the good cons that I can nicely get to because they're just a 6-hour drive.
Well, in the meantime, though, I think we've gone way over, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. But thank you so much for indulging in our insanity. We did start a little bit late this show anyways, so I guess we just kind of evened out the universe a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our shoutouts in for the evening while I rapidly descend because I finished off all of that Apple Canadian whiskey. Let's start off here with CMC.
Fires, explosions, fossil vents, jerky, all your own things. There
Cold.
for sure will be something Thursday. Wednesday is up in the air. Keep an eye on the Discord.
Alright, Coldust, are you still alive? Coldust, you're on mute if you're alive. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's dead. DM.
Everybody stay healthy and don't forget to give your loved ones a gift this year.
Tech.
Night all.
Tokoi.
I'll put the bond in the chat and I'll see y'all later.
Alright, and if he's still alive too, Suki of the Taco Sunday.
Well, I guess the fun thing that may happen this week is, depending if I get it set up. I mean, I've got a racing wheel coming in this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh
I've
yeah,
actually-
he and
yeah.
I had a momentary discussion because he was having minor issues with how it controls.
Oh,
Well,
but-
yeah, like it, yeah, and yeah, I ended up finding a package. Like, it's kind of weird. It was all sold together, but yet I've already got the shifter. I don't have the wheel and the pedals. Those are apparently coming later.
Huh.
But I have the shifter out, and I've already realized that yeah, I can literally put that at the edge of my desk and have that there. Then just have like I can have the wheel for right in front of me for the main screen. So this might actually work out. I might actually start being able to do racing content and actually start getting into it.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I hope it goes well for you, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, and before we sign off the rest, Coldust, are you still there? Are you with us again? Nope. Okay, in that case, thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of The Brony Show. Please be sure to keep an eye out on the Discord for any random streams, but for the main streams, we should have Rainy doing fun streams on Wednesday and Thursday. We also have Circuits Gaming Room on Sunday. We are still running our supermarket into the ground or high up or both. I guess we'll figure out how that goes. We also have the Monday pre-show 1 hour before the main show, which is always a fun time with Coldust and Crew doing pre-show shenanigans. We also have the Coffee House After Party, which is just after the show. It is streamed only, so if you're not catching us live, unfortunately, you will miss out. But if you are able to catch it, it's on our VOD stream. We just watch random videos, and we just have a fun time and relax after a podcast. And with that, I want to give a shout out to all of our wonderful IRC chatters. Thank you to Crazy Matt Captain for keeping an eye on the IRC chat. And thank you to Chaos Sakai, Cool Dude, Fantastic Fred, Sonic 4421, Tech Man, Tech Stalin, the second, and yay, Archivers. And I just want to give a big shout out to everybody out there. Thank you so much for being part of the Brony community. Whether you're here for the fun, whether you're here to contribute, whether you just start lurking, however you're enjoying the Brony community, however you're enjoying the Brony show, whether you're watching us on archive on YouTube, Twitch, or wherever archives going to be uploaded, which I am going to fervently work on, and I mean that in all honesty. I have I think it's like a 28 terabyte hard drive coming in tomorrow, and I also or if you're watching us live stream on Twitch or YouTube, or however you're catching the Brony show, however you're catching the Brony community, however you are enjoying the amazing things that are coming out from everybody here and the community that continues to produce and create amazing things all around the world. Thank you. Thank you so much for your love, your time, your attention, and thank you for also being a part of it. Because it's every little bit, whether you create it or whether you just view it and give them thank you for making such a good thing. However you do it, however you're a part of it, it means a lot to everybody. And thank you so much for being a part of it. And unfortunately, we do not have a closeout song for this evening, so we're just going to head and wrap it up here. And I hope you all have a good night, and I will catch you next week when we go and check out Pony's Anthology 8. I hope you all have a good night. And remember, don't eat the yellow snow. It does